Welcome to Recollection Mall. If you were a mall rat like me, or spent your formative years hanging out or being dragged to the mall by your parents or your parental units, then you've come to the right place. Have you ever gone into your childhood, teenage, or current mall and wondered, wasn't there a store or restaurant there? So let's take a trip down memory lane and take a look at that mall's history of yesteryear. Be sure you stick around to the end of this video and see if you can take my mall survey. So leave a comment or a memory of this mall below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks. In September of 1966, John Robbins presented preliminary plans to the Whitehall Township Planning Commissions to build an enclosed shopping mall on the site. The Whitehall Mall had just opened to the north of Grape Street a month before. Robbins predicted completion of the mall by September of 1968. The Jarpin plan called for a Y-shaped mall with 3 anchor department stores at each end. It would have 3 levels and would have about 1.2 million square feet of shopping with parking for 10,000 cars. In addition to the mall, a combination apartment-motel complex was planned. Financial issues plagued Jarpin looking for capital and tenants for the proposed mall. By August of 1969, the planned apartment-motel complex on the site was dropped. During 1969, the 3-lane MacArthur Road was undergoing an expansion project to a divided 6-lane highway. As part of the construction, a 100-foot-long, 10-foot-high tunnel was constructed underneath the road to allow southbound traffic on the widened MacArthur Road access to the proposed mall. The tunnel was paid for by Jarpin, then sealed after construction, and was not open to traffic. In 1971, Wanamaker's, one of the scheduled tenants of the mall, pulled out of the deal along with JCPenney's. By late 1971, most of the preliminary work had been completed and the site excavation and grading were almost finished. Utility and sewer lines had been put in along with storm drains. Jarpin, however, was in serious financial trouble and was planning to scrap the entire project, and in December, all work on the site had stopped. Lawsuits were filed against Jarpin for payment on contracts for work issued as well. The project sat until December of 1972 when the Kravitz Company from King of Prussia purchased the land from Jarpin for $3.7 million. Kravitz proposed a 2-story mall in a crescent-shaped structure with 4 anchor stores. In addition, there were at least 6 separate satellite structures. Those buildings would house accessory stores and a movie theater. The mall was about 860,000 square feet in size and parking for about 6,600 cars. A major unresolved issue remained with regards to traffic and the impact that it would have in the area. In July of 1974, the suits against Jarpin were settled and traffic issues with the township were resolved. In September of 1974, the mall was approved by Whitehall Township, and an opening date of late 1975 or spring of 1976 were planned. A citizens group appealed the approval in January of 1975, which delayed construction again. Various appeals and hearings were held during the year until final approval was obtained for construction, which began in the mall in December of 1975. The mall as built was altered to be a 3-anchor store mall rather than 4. Another major change was the abandonment of the Jarpin MacArthur Road underpass for mall access. Parts of the mall were open to the public in August of 1976. The formal opening was held on October 2nd, 1976. Good year. However, only 2 of the 3 anchor stores, JCPenney and Bamberger's, were opened at the time. The 3rd anchor, John Wanamaker, or Wanamaker's, would not open until August of 1978. You may have remembered CVS, the Flying Eagle statue in the mall by the escalators, the McDonald's, KB Toys, the movie theater that used to be near Chuck E. Cheese, Swenson's Ice Cream, Orange Julius, or maybe even Spencer's. In 1986, Bamberger's closed. It was converted and reopened as Macy's. That same year, the mall underwent its first major renovation. The spiral ramp connecting the two levels was removed to make way for a glass elevator. Fountains were removed, and renovations to the mall's interior and exterior appearance were made. During that same time, Wanamaker's was closed. It was renovated and converted into a Hex. But a little less than 2 years later, in 1997, Hex closed, and the space was taken over by Strawbridge's. The mall was purchased by Simon Property Group in 2003 when it acquired the Kravco Company. Although a majority stake in the mall has since been sold to Priet, Simon continues to manage the mall. In September of 2006, Strawbridge's closed and taken over by Boscov's. A 110,000 square foot lifestyle center addition was added in October of 2007, housing such stores as Apple, Sephora, and Barnes & Noble. There's also an outdoor strip center called the Lehigh Valley Convenience Center on the east side of the lot. It has 87,000 square feet of retail space. Restaurants are located inside the mall and along its Beltway Road. In 2020, the mall also added a Dave & Buster's restaurant and video arcade. In November of 2024, several other new Lehigh Valley Mall tenants, including As Seen on TV, Spice and Shake, Fit Leggy, Furniture and Linen, Golf Galaxy, Perfume City, and Nice Tea, Coffee, and Collectibles. In recent months, the mall has also bid farewell to some businesses, including Icing, Face Foundry, Indian Bite, and Heritage Beauty Salon. The Airsoft Shooting Gallery, Battlestar, also closed at the Lehigh Valley Mall. The Lehigh Valley Mall at MacArthur Road and Route 22 in Whitehall Township is set to welcome 5 new businesses: Joseph & Company, which is a jewelry store, De Columbia Restaurant and Bakery, Miniso, Carter's, Oshkosh Bagosh, and Star Park Indoor Playground and Party. Today, the 1.1 million square foot mall has over 145 stores and services and is anchored by a Boscov's, JCPenney, and a Macy's. Congratulations!
Still here? It's over. Whoa. When I find you.
Pop quiz, hotshot.
This is only a test.
So if you've gotten this far into the video, thanks. So how many anchor stores closed or changed names at this mall? So if you picked 4, give yourself a hand. You were paying attention. Thanks for watching. So what are some of your memories of this mall? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to Recollection Mall. Add your name to the mall directory. Thanks.